Hey, welcome everybody to a special edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast and My World. We're here to talk to you about a special happening right now, special offering. We've got some really cool figures to talk about. So I'm going to introduce our guest today. We got Broski, we got Matt Cardona, we got Brian Meyers, the Podfather himself, Conrad Thompson, and JEFF, JARRETT. That's Double J Jeff Jarrett. Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
The gang is here, fellas.
Guys, I'm just tickled. I did not know Luther from AEW was hosting this thing.
Oh, man.
Here I am, baby.
You're looking great,
Wow.
pal. Almost as good as this major bendy in my hand.
Oh, boy.
Almost. Well, let's hop right into it. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about these major bendies. First of all, where can everybody get them?
Oh, real quick, majorpodmerch.com. We still have Series 1. I think there's like 40 sets left.
Very low
And My
quantity.
World, that's why we're here to talk about the two Jeff Jarretts, the Conrad Thompson. They just dropped majorpodmerch.com. We'll get into it. We'll show them off. I haven't opened them yet. I'm going to let them breathe, as I say, live on this show. Of course, I'm looking at them, but I've never held them. I want to hold you, Jeff. I want to hold you, Conrad.
Conrad,
Can't wait to be held.
Conrad, do you see the belts over his shoulders? Let's break it down real quick.
Yeah.
He's
What about
got-
you, Jeff?
You've got
Yeah.
the title, so we've got one, but the Major Pod merch belt.
Oh, I sense some jealousy in your tone there, Jeff.
I've got belt envy early in the episode today, but anyhow,
Brian gave me a lot of shit when I got this made, but he will have to admit that it's great for the meet and greets. The fans love to hold it, like to take a picture with it. We make foam ones for the figures. It's great. It's all marketing, Jeff. You know everything about that.
Conrad, is he selling anybody but himself right now?
He sold Brian and his accountant on writing it all. That's
Yeah, he doesn't even let me touch it, guys, when I'm around it.
Oh,
We're still talking about a
It's
belt,
another
right?
self-proclaimed
Yeah, sorry.
championship.
We're supposed to be talking about Bendies. I got questions to ask about Bendies, but go ahead.
Let's do it.
Well, yeah, let's talk about bendies. Why bendies, guys? Why that style of action figure out of all the styles?
Well, we grew up on these, and the Just Toys WWF Bendom's line. It started in 1994, 95, and it was like kind of at a weird time period of wrestling where the Hasbros that you see behind me kind of died out, and it was before the Jax boom and the Attitude Era boom, and there was really nothing there, and this was kind of bridge the gap, and it was the only thing. It was a very affordable way to collect. Series 1, guys like this. Diesel, the first representation of Diesel is the WWF champion and a babyface character and stuff. Doink the Clown, very toyetic. Obviously, everyone loves a clown. So it always held like a very sentimental, nice spot in the history of professional wrestling action figures. And, it kind of just simmered away, in the Attitude Era. So us being the, wrestling figure super fans, and we've partnered with our good friend now, Michael Canick, who is our merch guy, a jack of all trades. This kind of just came up in conversation one day. What if we did our own bendies? And he said, I believe I can get it done. And we've had developed a relation with him at that point where we knew we could trust him. And sure to his word, the three of us have become like a super team. And this has become this like very protected, very special project, and something that is just getting started. So that's why we're very excited about it. We want people to get in on the ground floor because we really feel that like this toy line is going to last the test of time and be a lot of fun to be a part of. And if you get in now, you're not going to pay for it badly when you wish you did, later on.
Right. So like back in the day, these were super, super mass produced. I couldn't even give you the number, but our Series 1, even the My World limited edition of 1,000, and that's it. So once these 1,000, they go, we're not going to reorder another 1,000. Maybe we'll do a repaint of Jeff in a different outfit or Conrad in a different suit. But as of now, that's it. This is going to be the first time, last time, only time Conrad Thompson. So like, you got to get it now. And the coolest part, like Brian said, is like this toy line was such like a weird line, like at the time, because it was like, it wasn't quite a Hasbro and it wasn't quite a Jax, but it was still out there. For instance, they made Double J. Look at this Double J right here.
I've got it on my wall.
Aztec Double Jeff?
The
Aztec Double J. This is the only incarnation of Jeff like this, and it's in a Bendham. That's why this line is so unique, because it has like awesome figures like this. but we knew that if we were making these bendies, we needed a good old don't piss me off Jeff Jarrett. We needed a walk out on Vince McMahon Jeff Jarrett, and luckily we were able to make both.
I mean, I noticed there's not a four horseman Jeff
I'm pretty
Jarrett.
sure
Is
he
there a
walked
reason
out
for
on
that?
Vince McMahon in both outfits, though, right?
Um,
This is No Mercy.
Yeah, yeah,
This is in your house. Yeah. So,
yeah,
yeah, we're good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Conrad, that's not true. That's not
What, you walked out it in your house
It's
too,
good housekeeping in your house. Yeah.
and then you walked out after you held up Vince with a belly, gun in the belly. We know that.
Inside baseball. Steve Kaufman, if you'll go widescreen, all five of us. Brian, will you pull up the blue tight one?
Sure.
I actually drove home from the Miss Auditorium to Hendersonville with
Oh
those
my
tights and
gosh.
boots on.
Good God. Look at
My
those boots,
God,
too.
that's so great.
Yes.
Uh,
Yep. Those blue tights and those boots. Brian didn't change either. So we were straight to the car.
Unbelievable.
Rene Goulet running down the ramp at Municipal Auditorium.
Wait, hang on.
Brody!
This is legitimately this figure pack we have here. Both iterations are the gear you were wearing when you held up Vince. This is this is the walking out on Vince bundle. Is that what this is? The stick up bundle.
We just realized, and then you're there to interview him and get all the goss.
I'm there for the scoops, baby.
I just read a comment. I just read one of the comments. We need a stick up Bendy.
Oh man.
One with a gun in its hand. Yeah.
Oh, a lot
So
of fun.
Conrad,
A lot of fun.
tell me how does it feel to have an action figure?
Surreal. It's a little crazy. I've got some customs that some listeners of our pods have made for me like 4 or 5 years ago. And actually a couple years ago, when our partners here were at the house, they gave me my very own.
It's not in the trash. We thought it'd be in the trash.
Wow.
Wow.
Right there beside me. Come
That's
on.
cool, man.
Look at that.
But I'm just saying the idea that now this is something you can buy. I had to disappoint Mom because she was all excited. She has no idea what I'm doing in this room. She just thinks, oh, he's just talking to his friends. She doesn't know, a lot of people listen to this, Mom. It's kind of cool. Whatever. When I told her there was an action figure, she's like, cool. Is it in Walmart or Target? No, Mom. They're only making 1,000. It makes it more collectible. She's like, okay, cool. Well, get me one. So, Mom, I got you one, but you can't go to Walmart and Target. You got to go to pick it up at the website here.
Yeah, Major Pod merch. And what we did with the packaging, I mean, if you look at
Awesome.
the old figures,
Awesome.
it's almost identical, but if you open the old one, you can't put it back in. So we like to display our figures. We like to do figure photography, stuff like that. We know a lot of collectors do too. So you could just like pop open the tab and take it out and put it right back in. So it doesn't destroy the packaging. You can take it out, look at it, do some figure photography, and then put it all back in, which is great. So you don't, you're not destroying anything when you take it out to display it. And this is my first time holding the Conrad. Oh my, this is great. This is a great figure. Oh my God. It's got the watch,
Conrad.
the we can't call them Jordans, but the Jordans.
Yeah.
Sure.
Incredible. It's got the sheen on the jacket here. I love it.
He wore this exact outfit in Oshkosh on Friday night.
I mean, it's kind of my unofficial uniform, Jordans, a blazer, and like a dress t-shirt underneath. It's like it's fat guy chic, man. Gotta do it.
So Matt
Yes,
or
sir.
Brian, look, I mean, because we're streaming this on Wonderful World of Technology, but obviously the My World listeners may not be dialed in, just like myself, into figures and all that. But the prototypes that you gave me up in New York, that I am going to display like you guys did.
Careful with those. Careful with those. Woo.
I know they're going to be. You guys
They're
can't
fragile. Woo.
look at that. So walk me through. All kidding aside, walk me through. Why just the whole process of, because it's so detailed, the boots with the JJ and all that kind of stuff. What's the process of these prototypes? Did
Sure.
y'all have to approve these?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So,
So
to
we have-
backtrack, first we have to decide who do we want in this line.
That's what I was going
right?
to ask. Why
So
Conrad?
we
Why Jeff?
basically we're like little kids all grown up fantasy booking this toy line. So we actually get to make the toys, but now we have to convince you, Jeff, or you, Conrad, whoever. Hey, do you want to sign with us? We're not just making toys illegally. We're actually signing contracts here, paying royalties. But once we get the guys on board. Then we have our artist TTD, and he designs this. He draws them up. They look awesome. And then we take them to a 3D 3D designer because he's a totally different designer. Then it goes to China to make the prototypes, and those are hand painted. The ones you hold right now, Jeff, are hand painted prototypes. And then yes, we make corrections. I believe if you look at your prototype and the actually factory produced figure, there will be some slight differences. For sure. Because that's when we tell, okay, this needs to be tweaked, this color is off, stuff like that. And we're so used to companies like Mattel because they're making hundreds of figures a year. Nobody,
thousands and
thousands. They're not. There's no one at Mattel who's looking at each figure and making sure that the gear is correct, the paint deco is correct. But that's what we're doing because we're the super fans. So we hate when a Mattel figure is like, oh, it's the wrong logo or the wrong color. So we're doing that now, making sure every figure is as perfect as possible.
At least to the best that we can. But yeah, it goes to the whole series of, things like that through our whole team. Like if we didn't have TTD, who's such a talented designer, we come up with, hey, I love that match, Jeff and HBK. I would love to have a Bendham in that outfit. Like that's us to start. And then he puts it, to his digital art. And then like Matt said,
I see him on social media. So he's
incredible.
Yeah, I got you. Very interesting.
And he does all the packaging designs as well, like that cool, cartoon look of Conrad here, and then the card that's on the back.
And another cool thing about these figures is that, okay, so back in the day, if you got, for instance, this Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? You would like punch out the card and it would kind of destroy the packaging. We didn't want to do anything like that. We didn't want to destroy the packaging. So we're including with every figure, like actual trading cards. So here's a Jeff Jarrett trading card. Here's another Jeff Jarrett trading card. And then the Conrad Thompson, I believe it's his rookie card.
It's a rookie card,
right here.
Sure.
Rookie card.
Oh, baby. If Don West was going to do Conrad Thompson rookie card.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know what? Speaking of cards, Conrad, have you, I don't know, share the story. So we did the My World show and others. We did the 83 weeks My World. We did the Dallas fight show, and we didn't give away. Conrad, tell the Jeff Hardy story on what they're selling for online, which blew me away. So My World listeners, listen up. Conrad's going to teach you how to get some cash right now.
Oh, yeah. So we ran a fun idea. We had a cool little podcast show, if you will, out in Dallas WrestleMania weekend. And so we decided to make it a super show. So we had Eric Bischoff, myself, Jeff Jarrett, and then we even had some surprise guests. We announced Jeff Hardy and William Regal, but Road Dogg was a surprise. Nick Gage was a surprise. But this is right after Jeff left WWE, but before he was with AEW. So I had an idea and said, hey, what if we created a Jeff Hardy trading card? This would be his first ever non-WWE, non-TNA trading card. And all you had to do was pre-order the show and you got it. Anyway, I'm saying all that to say right now, there's one listed on eBay for $750.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's a really rare card. They know that this is the most rare Jeff Hardy card of all, and it's listed for $750. So what we're saying is, guys, you may have other Jeff Jarrett trading cards, but those are probably WCW or TNA cards that were mass produced. But what these guys have in their hands here today are 1 of 1,000. So that's a pretty damn rare card. And of course, there's nothing better than to see Double J at some sort of meet and greet. I don't know. Rumor is he'll be at StarCast at the end of July. Maybe hypothetically he signs it, then you send it off, get it graded, stick it in your safe, and just wait a little bit because it feels like it's a can't miss.
Yeah. So what you get with our major Bendies is you get the figure and the card, which is crazy because cards and wrestling toys are each just exploding right now. It's nuts. Yeah. It's absolutely nuts. And we have this saying, full disclosure, we were very honest at the Major Wrestling Podcast. When the pandemic hit, we were like, we're done. Who's going to have money for toys and stuff? This is it. And it was the complete opposite. Like people just sat home, dug out their old stuff, got even more sentimental than ever, and it exploded trading cards. It exploded collectibles and stuff. So we've just been so fortunate to have been on the ground floor of this, and it's been so fun and such a blessing. And this is the next step, having our own toy line.
Matt and Brian, you guys are obviously big collectors, right? You've got the whole podcast and everything you've done is because you guys were fans first. How fun is it to be able to do this stuff and make it limited edition like these figures?
It was a dream come true.
Oh, it's great. We're like fantasy booking. You know what I'm saying? We're saying who do we want in these lines, you know? So like the first set, we were selfishly, we picked ourselves, Smart Mark, Sterling, and Hornswoggle, because we thought, okay, if this line is a big failure and we don't make any more, at least let's get ourselves in there, right? And luckily it took off. So now we're doing the My World. Series 2 is shipping in a couple weeks. That has Adam Baum, that has Brian Pillman, Danhausen, Nick Gage. So we have a lot of talent lined up. The next couple of weeks, we're going to announce even more talent. But, you know, the more figures you guys buy, the more money we have. It's just us, right? We're not a big company. So the more figures you buy, the more money we have to go out and sign other talent and make this line as big as possible.
This is what I saw all weekend.
Oh, my God.
So Jeff, I remember back in, I don't remember which live show it was, but it was in Baltimore. And you were the surprise run-in for the Major Wrestling Figure Pod guys, and they made a big announcement at the time about making Zombie Sailor was going to make the Hasbro that never came out of yours. And I remember standing backstage with you, and you said, "Is anybody going to care? Do people care about this? How has this really opened your eyes to action figures and the love of collectors?"
You know, you guys can help me on the date with Jax when Jeremy and we met, and kind of the NWA Legends line, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you know,
It's like 2010 ish.
yeah, okay, so that we probably met in 08, 09, something along those lines. But still, you know, I didn't realize how big the collective, you know, they're not toys, as you guys say on the deal, that it's a real collectible. So I knew it was big. I had no idea. Fast forward, you know, whatever, 10 years later, on scientific's not the right word, but you know, this figure didn't come out, but it almost came out, and all the history and all the story that goes into it. Yeah, it's the story. You guys tell stories on your podcast about figures. We tell them about events, but I didn't really realize that, Mike, that how in depth a collector gets. You know, Zombie and you know all that came out, and just those collectors. When I would read the comments on Instagram, I'm like, damn, these guys really know their stuff. So that was an eye opener to me. And it's kind of been fun to roll along. And to me, we just finished our first year of My World, and to see the My World logo on a Bendy, to me, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, and Jeff, like you had some bad luck with WWF figures. Like you said, that Hasbro figure never came out. The Jax figure, it's an Owen Hart head. You know what I'm saying? And then the Bendy is the Aztec Double J. So now we finally made the most accurate "Don't Piss Me Off" Jeff Jarrett figure that's on the market today is a Major Bendy. And this is your face.
It was never a "Don't Piss Me." It was "Don't Tick Me Off."
Don't
right?
tick me off. Don't tick me off.
Tick me off.
But it was
That's more,
Owen's head.
more kid friendly though. I get it.
Wait, that's right. So the "Don't Tick Me Off" was Owen's head.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Owen's head repainted to look like you with a little goatee.
But
And that
as a
made
kid playing,
children
you guys were tag team like partners at the same time. So it's like it's Owen and Jeff. I could clearly see it's the same head. It was horrible.
Pretty brutal.
It was horrible.
Oh wow! I'm sitting here looking over.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here to make it right for him.
Yes.
Well, I mean, and the best part about it is
So Matt and Brian, when you guys decide, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the best part about it, once these sell out, you know, we have this mold. Maybe we make a slap nuts WCW
nuts.
Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, I just saw the screen. Come on, slap nuts.
All we got to do is just paint up the glass a different color, paint up that shirt, because the mold's made. We already paid the big bucks on the mold. You know what I'm saying?
So if
once
we do that, I know that you, Conrad, sort of already dovetailed into this is kind of the walking outline. So if we do a slap nuts, can we get like the Swoggle mold and make one of them Gary Coleman and another one of them Beetlejuice?
Wow. Wow. He's not even here.
Well,
he went to Limp Bizkit last night in Green Bay. He's a little hungover, so he couldn't make it. But yeah, he's here in
my
spirit.
God.
Swoggle hungover? I can't imagine.
Wow.
So Matt, Brian, tell me what went into the decision to sign Jeff and Conrad to do the My World version of the Bendies?
I think it's kind of along the lines of what you said. You know, we're fans. We've never stopped being fans. We're fans of this business when we were 5 years old and loved it so much that we got involved in it and continue to love it. And I think things like what we do in collecting and stuff, but even these figures behind me are just constant reminders of why we got involved with this in the first place, you know, because we love it. And we're truly fans of My World, and we listen every week, and we've become great friends with Conrad and Jeff, and we were like, that would be great if we're fans of this product. We know they got tons of fans, and this would be a great thing. Plus, we love the idea of Conrad having a figure period, for all the great things he's done for wrestling in the past couple of years. And then Jeff, if you're a true fan of the Bendims line, why on earth did we get Aztec Jeff when we could have had all these other cool looks? So it's like, let's do it our damn selves.
Yeah. So we're like, I think we said, let's just make this there's Don't Piss Me Off Jeff. Like, well, what if we made Conrad too? Like, well, why don't we make a whole My World set and make like a 95 when he walks out, Jeff Jarrett. And it was just like a perfect storm. And we're able, because it's just us. We're able to, we don't need approval besides, Conrad, do you like this? Or Jeff, do you like this? Then we ask ourselves if we like it. So we're able to bang these out super fast. So we got series 1, which is myself, Smart Mark, Brian, and Swoggle, from the actual, like, just the design by TTD. We got that from the design in hand to fans in 6 months. That's like unheard of in the toy world.
Wow. Quick turnaround.
Yeah. So especially
is, when can Conrad Thompson, is he going to be, you guys going to try to get him to sign these at StarCast? Because then your value goes up.
Well, let me tell you, you're behind, Jeff. I already signed them this weekend in Oshkosh. And I told the folks as I was signing it, I said, this is the first one I've signed. And eventually they started listening. And I said, should I just put at the bottom, this is the first one ever signed. This is the one ever signed. This is because I know apparently that matters for collectors. So the first 3 are already out there in the wild. And there was one guy who thought he was pretty crafty. He showed up at our super show in Dallas before the figure was even out with a bubble, and I signed it. But apparently that's not the accurate bubble. Do I have that right, guys?
All right.
Yes.
I know you're down 40 LBs, and I'm proud of you, but you had a supersized bubble compared to all the other Bendies, which I think is awesome, because
there we go. Yeah,
you're kind of like match up with like the Vader or the Mabel that came out back in the day. I think it's really cool.
I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, that guy tried to get crafty, but it don't count. He needs a real one.
and like you mentioned, like right now, just getting figures signed, that's like the cool thing to do. You get a nice paint pen. And Jeff, like, to find your figure, to find a Jeff Jarrett, let's say I had a toy store and I'm going to bring in Jeff Jarrett. Where am I going to get all these figures? Where am I getting these Jeff Jarrett?
Like, gotta go in a time machine.
Yeah, go on like eBay, just buy some random ones. Now there's 2 ones to choose from, and it's a nice clean bubble. The figure's gonna be mint on card, and you just sign that in a nice paint pen. I need to get 2 signed from both of you. Actually, I guess 4, Jeff, 2 of each figure. I'll do it at StarCast, but I'm not selling them. It's for my own personal collection.
I got my own personal chat me up Conrad Thompson this weekend. So
did you?
Yeah.
Now, Conrad, I don't want to say something out of school, but I've never known you to charge for autographs. So at StarCast, when people see you around, you'll just sign them when they come up to you, right?
No.
100%. Absolutely. I don't mind.
I know. After spending 2 days with him, he will. I know he will.
Not you, Jeff. You can charge all you want. That's a Conrad move.
I'm definitely charging. I'll tell you that,
guys. This is a humble brag. I cannot keep these Bendies on my table when I bring them.
That's
the
also
number one item I've ever
true.
had in my entire career. It's so fun and flattering. It's what people want. It's awesome.
I brought my highly detailed Super 7 with the interchangeable hands and heads, and like I'll bring them, and not one will sell all weekend. The Bendies, they just fly for me. They just fly. I think people remember them from going into like a KB and them just being there, or like stores like Rite Aid and CVS had them. Of course, Toys R Us did too, but it was more of like an affordable figure at the time. And people are like, "Oh, why are these $25 a figure?" Well, guys, first of all, it's not 1997. And second of all, there's only 1,000 made. There's not 100,000.
All right, so I got a question to ask you, Matt. Not you. If you've got a vendor, New York's whatever, you've got a vendor that is gonna have you at the table, and you're signing the Bendy. What does an autographed Bendy go for at a convention?
So for me, I sell them for $40. I'm sure I can charge it for a lot more, but I like to, when I bring them, I don't want to bring them home. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Yes. I like to get rid of them.
Plus, it's our toy. Like, I'm proud of people wanting it. I don't want it to be astronomical.
Got it. And what are they at majorpodmerch.com? What can you buy them for?
So it's the whole set for $75. So it's really like $25 a figure.
Yeah.
Which is I mean, I understand they're not $299 like they were in 1997, but it's almost 30 years later, and these aren't mass produced. They're super limited edition.
They're limited. Yeah, I get it.
It's 1,000. Once they're gone, we're not gonna okay. It's not like the Ken Griffey Upper Deck car. We're not gonna reprint more. Maybe we'll do a slap nuts Jeff or Conrad a different color suit. Which trust me, I'll say right now will make even more limited than 1,000.
Yeah,
but
it'll be super limited. Yeah,
we're not just pumping these out. Once these are gone, they're gone. And I love that. Listen, I want everyone to get their hands on them, but I also I want there to be some value. I want people to hunt them down. That's the fun part of collecting is that you can't get everything you want. You got to fight for some of it.
And I'll tell you what, and I told Broski this after this weekend, and I think Conrad can back me up on this. Danhausen is in Series 2. We signed him before he signed with AEW, so our contract was, binding. But his popularity right now is unbelievable. I think he alone is going to bring so much attention to our line, and that everything else is going to, trickle. Just like this weekend, people came off his line to meet me, but I got made a lot of money. But it's gonna, it's gonna come downhill like that because he is very popular right now.
Well, Conrad, you'll be pleased to know there's somebody in the comments. Michael Birch wanted to know if there's going to be an Alabama Dream Conrad variant.
If there is, it will be the most hyper limited version ever. I can't believe that this even exists now. I'm sure at the end of this, I'm going to get an email from Cardona that says, "Hey, bro, we got 900 unsold. Need you to go ahead and buy these from the mortgage company and take it on the chin." But yeah, why not? Let's let me order another 1,000 of me in a different variant. Why not?
And Rajiv wants a Horseman Jeff Jarrett, like I alluded to earlier. So
that'll never happen.
We could do it like the all silver.
You could repaint this guy in all silver. Yeah.
What I do? Okay, do that in all silver. There you go. See, it's all coming together, pal. It's all Los Cuatros Caballeros. The four of us are here on this call. We are the Los Cuatro. We are the four horsemen of Bendies. Would you not say that, guys?
I would, but Jeff, you might kick me out after I tell you this. So we are currently signing a bunch of new people. We revealed that we have signed your favorite Effie.
No,
Effie is it? Yes, we did. So Effie is
one. Then I know what you've sold one for sure.
Well, we haven't sold them yet because we haven't even gotten the prototype yet.
My son Cody will be the first in line. Cody will be the first in line to buy Effie.
You'll be able to have Jeff Jarrett versus Effie in major Bendies in your fig pen.
That's great.
Think about this, guys. Cody's Mount Rushmore at this point is Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett, Cody Rhodes, and Effie.
Yes.
Wow.
I love it.
That's Cody Angle's Mount Rushmore of wrestling.
That's crazy. And Jeff didn't even put him over in Hammerstein. That's wild.
Damn right I didn't.
Oh my God.
We've had fun here tonight, fellas.
That was great.
So Brian, Matt, tell me what's coming next. We have any news or anything?
Well, we've announced Series 3 is Effie, Chelsea Green, Colt Cabana, the Podfather, and a legend to be named soon. When we get that art finalized, we're gonna round out the set of 4 with that.
A legend?
It will be a legend, yes.
Someone that should have come out during the Just Toys Bendies line in the late 90s. But then I think next week we might have a major announcement too. Someone else we just signed. So like this line, we're going full steam ahead with this line. Trying to get, the current indie talent, people that, didn't get Bendies back in the day. We're just trying to make a whole collection, whether you're displaying them or you're a kid playing. We want this to be fun for everybody because, at the end of the day, they are toys for kids to be playing with, but also for us, we're big kids, right? So to get them. So for me personally, I'm going to have them, we call them Lucy. I'm going to have them Lucy on display, and then I'm going to have them in the box and I'm going to get every single one signed. And I'm going to have it hanging up my wall. It's going to look really, really cool to have both those Jeff Jarretts, the Conrad, and that nice paint pen. No Sharpies, guys. Don't sign with Sharpies. Paint pens only.
Paint pen all the way. That's the real way to do it.
You know that you guys, as you are well aware, but Dockins, they sent me a box just because. How many did you guys send me? Not many. I'm thinking about, should I take those to StarCast, take a few of them to sign them there?
You absolutely should.
That's a home game too. You don't have to even
No
travel
shipping.
far.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on.
In the back seat.
Yeah.
First I got to get signed. Conrad, so far, I'm not
Oh
allowed.
wait, I forgot to tell you, but we already announced you today. I didn't ask permission or anything. I just assumed we're doing the after party in your pool.
Oh wow.
Hey.
And
Come
you're not
on
paying
now.
trans, right? I mean, there's no way.
Oh, I'm sure when he gets there, he's gonna Vince McMahon me, put a pea shooter in my belly, and say, "I gotta go over. I gotta come out last. I need money. I gotta have it in cash or something."
Timing's everything, fellas. Timing's everything.
Yeah.
Well, this has been great, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to talk about these great figures, and I hope everybody gets in on these because, like you said, it's limited edition, and when they're gone, and you're not going to make more. So, majorpodmerch.com. Pick up these figures. These are great. I've got mine sitting right here, actually.
Yeah, and the official, like Jeff said, the My World logo is on the box. This is an official My World product. This isn't even Series 2. This is a My World set. It's a standalone set. It's so important. We don't just call it Series 2. This is the My World set. Get it at majorpodmerch.com. It's a 3. I don't want to say 3-pack because they're all individually figures, but it's the 2 Jeff Jarrett's, the Conrad, majorpodmerch.com. Once they're gone, they're gone. Bring them to conventions, bring them to StarCast, get them signed, get those cards PSA graded, make some money, have fun, do whatever you want. Just scratch that figure itch and get the figures.
There's your hard sell, fellas.
Well done.
It's a brown bag special, boys.
Well done. Conrad will take us out with, and we'll see you next time. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, listen, I can't wait to hear what the announcement is next week. It was teased. Apparently, there's a big announcement next week. So stay tuned, boys and girls. Same bat time, same bat channel. There's going to be more news next week, whatever that may be, but I'm sure it'll be exciting for collectors. In the meantime, hit it up, majorpodmerch.com. So long, everybody.
Peace.
Real quick,
Enjoy,
next week
fellas.
is Zordon from Power Rangers going to be the host again too?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I'll be right here.
God.
Happy to do it.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.